Hi, Ruxana. Good evening.
Hey, hi, Madhu. Let's wait for a couple of minutes more. We'll start at sharp 8:05.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right. We have waited for 5 minutes now, and we are set to start with the session. I hope my voice is clear, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, hi, Arpita. I think I yesterday called out your name, and I
Oh,
don't know. We
sorry.
were hear you.
Stuck in
Can you just
office
give
work, so
me
couldn't
a
join
quick?
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm working for FNFI company, Fidelity National Financial. It's a title insurance and mortgage domain company. So it's in Bangalore, Brookfield. I'm working
Mhm.
as a senior QA there.
Okay.
So I'm working as both manual and automation, mostly into manual office years. And recently, like past from 6 to 7 months, like we have been asked to work on automation stuff as well. So that is where I have joined this class to learn. Means I have the basic knowledge of C Sharp, but yeah, I just wanted to learn it officially and in a better way. So our project technology is on C Sharp itself. So we are using C Sharp automation script and SpecFlow framework with BDD approach.
Oh, good, cool, cool. Okay, thank you for that introduction. Okay, if you guys don't have any doubts from the previous class, I would like to move further. Okay, let me start sharing my screen, and please let me know once you are able to see my screen. Okay, able to see?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now, I hope in yesterday's session, I have clearly told to given the instructions how to install Visual Studio in your systems, and assuming you both have installed or anybody yet to install. You both have Visual Studio in your systems installed already?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so once you install the Visual Studio, see, you will get to a window where it will ask you to create a new project. Okay. So just go ahead and click on create a new project. So once you click on that, you have to select this console application. Okay. In the console application, if I'm see here, it should be C Sharp, Linux, Mac OS, Windows console. This is the one. You can give the name here, project name, any of your choice. So let me give C Sharp fundamentals. Okay. And the solution name here, I would like to give as, let's say, Banu Academy. Okay. So here, after giving your project name of your own choice, solution name of your own choice, just click on next. Okay. And here, you whatever it is showing up, it is fine. Just click on the create button. So it will take a couple of minutes to create. So let's wait for the project to get created. Okay. See here, it is already showing you up some sample program. So for more information, it is asking us to go to this particular link. So let me just go ahead and click on this link. Let's see what is going to open up here. So this is a basic C Sharp console application program, okay, to generate the output hello world. And I would like, instead of having this one liner program, I'm just going to copy this code and put it there. Okay, I've copied, and here I would like to put this program. We will see each and everything step by step. Okay, I have already told that I'm not assuming any pre-knowledge on coding of C Sharp. So whoever joins the code, everything will be taken from the scratch level. Correct? So you see here, this is a solution. What is a solution? Banu Academy 1, the name I have given. So what is a solution? So solution is a container. It's a container which holds the multiple project. Here, the project I have added here is C Sharp fundamentals, and it is a console application. If I want to add another project, I can simply click on console, a solution, and here I can simply go ahead and add project, files, whatever. So basically, what is a solution? Solution is a container which holds the multiple projects. Okay, so this is kind of an hierarchy. So while creating the project, for example, where I have created, let's say I just want to show you where exactly I have created new. If I want to go and open here, I can right click, and here you can see open folder in File Explorer. Okay, you see, this is the project file which is created under whichever the specified folder I wish to create. So for me, it has created in C drive under the users folder. So for you, as per your wish, you can select the folder. Okay. So now you have created a new project called as C Sharp Fundamentals, right? So this is a .NET 5 framework. So here you can see what is a framework we are using. That is .NET 8. This is the latest and the stable available version as of today. And you have selected this when you have created a project. So this is the first look. This is the first look of your Visual Studio. Okay. Please allow me to go on mute for a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, let me continue from the point where I have stopped. So what you are looking this, it is a default program. So this is the first look of your Visual Studio. Okay. And what is the program you are seeing? This has been created by default. And always the class name, what you are seeing here will be your file name. File name is similar to the class name. Please note this point. So every time, whatever the class name you are giving, that will be the name of your file. Okay. So now, so this is a default program, what you are seeing here. Okay. And it has been automatically created from your project. So where is the entry point? If you are having a little knowledge on the coding background, we always have main as a entry point, correct? So here, this is a main method. This is the entry point of the execution. This is where your execution will start. So wherever you see this line, static void main string args. So wherever you see this point, so that is the entry point of your entire project, not a file. I'm saying it is an entry point of the entire project. Okay. So let's build this application. So how can we build this? You can just click here and just go ahead and click on build. See, the build has started now. So once you build your project, it will start from the main entry, that is program.ts, whatever we have seen, main method. The execution will start particularly from the main block. Okay, so this is a build succeeded. What you are seeing, the output message here, we don't have any errors here. The build has succeeded. Correct. So after this, how to run the program? Can you see here? We have the play button here. So this is a run, which means to get the output. Just click on this one. See, you will see the output was so fast. You have not seen the output exactly on the console window. It just appeared and it has closed. See, if I'm opening this console window here, you are able to see the output hello world, which we have printed using the console right line. Don't worry, we will see each and everything line by line. Here, I'm just trying to tell you how to build the solution. Building means compiling the solution and how to get the output on the screen. I hope this is clear. Anybody has any doubts here? Okay. If not, let me just proceed further. Okay. So once you run the file or project, as I have mentioned, the execution will start from the main. So hello world is the output what we got on the window. So here, if you observe carefully, we are writing this step called as console dot write line, correct? So what is this console dot write line? So if you want to print anything in the output, if you want to print anything in the output in C#, you will write this as console.writeLine. It will help you to write any statements, whatever the statement you want to write, that you can give it here in the double quotes. So basically using the statement console.writeLine, you are going to print the output on the console screen. I hope this is clear and you guys don't have any issue there. Able to follow up? Okay. So then let me continue further. So remember this class name, what I mentioned. So this is a program. So always a class name is your file name, and your file name will always end with the extension called as .cs. So in C#, all the class names, file names will end with the extension called as .cs. Okay, so that's a pretty much about this Visual Studio. This is one file with the entry method, and this is the program.cs, a default program created for Hello World. I hope this is clear. Now, when I ran, you have seen the output that is namespace here. So place what you are seeing. So uh, what is a namespace? C#. So they will help us to logically arrange the classes or interfaces or enums, whatever you have in your C# language. All those are so solution is a container. This is a solution is a container which can hold the multiple projects, and the namespace here, it is a group of set of classes or interfaces or enums. For example, namespace is having one particular class, that is program, correct? So if I go, so basically this my app, this is the program which I have copied from the browser, right? So basically all we will have the um, project name as the example. Guys, was there any connectivity issue? Were you
Yes,
not?
actually, lost your voice.
Okay. What was the last point that you were able to hear from my side? So that I'll continue from there.
You're telling something related to the namespaces.
Okay. So
That
especially,
complete namespace was with your voice was breaking actually
okay. Okay, got it.
in between.
So class name is what a program file, and namespace name is like what you are adding this project file. So when I hope you remember when I gave a project name, when I went to file, clicked on new project, the name I had given as C# fundamentals. The C# fundamentals project name is considered as a namespace name. File name is considered as a class name. And what is namespace? Namespace is a collection of classes or interfaces or enums. So logically, it is arranged in the container called as namespace. If I want more classes, I can just right click on this one. I can go add and click on new item or new class here. If I add another class, one namespace, that is a C# fundamentals, will have multiple classes. Okay, this is just a container for classes. I can have n number of classes inside one namespace. Okay, so in that way, if you have like Java knowledge on that, so different packages, we call it as package. One package have a number of classes. The same way in C#, we call it as namespace. If you can correlate little bit, in Java, it is called as packages. In C#, it is called as namespace. Okay, so now in the program, we can have many packages or many namespaces, whatever we want, we can have that. Okay, and whatever you are seeing here, console dot write line. If I hover over here, it is saying the IntelliSense represents the standard input output and error streams for console application. Input output means write line is an output statement. Okay, read line is an input statement. So same way how I am writing console.write line, I can have console.read line. It is like printf scanf in C language what we have. So this console, okay, it is coming under system. If you can see here, it is a console is a class. So that is the reason it is been represented here as class. Console is a class and it is present under what? System namespace. So system is a namespace which is having a collection of classes. In that class, console is one among them. If I left click here, if you just go and left click here, go to definition. Okay, click on this, right click and go to definition. You will see, console is a class present under system namespace. And under this console, we have many methods, not only one method, many methods. In that, we are using write line, read line, whatever as per our necessity. So if I'm using this using system. If I don't, if I'm just hovering over here, you can see this one using system namespace. System is a namespace. If I want to remove this, I can go ahead and remove it. But that time I have to use this system here, system dot, okay, console dot write line. Instead of, if for example, if I want to go and write console dot read line, again I have to make use of system dot read line, system dot console dot read line. So every time we cannot write this lengthier statements. So we are going to import that particular namespace using the keyword called as using. Here using is a keyword which we require in order to import the namespace called as system. I hope my concepts are getting clear for you and there is no confusion. Please let me know if I'm going faster, you want a little bit slower, anything is getting confused. Please allow me to explain again. Uh, I hope you are able to follow. So if you have Java knowledge a little bit, you can see the import statement, right? So import. So here, instead of import, we use this keyword called as using. So using system means I'm trying to import the namespace called as system. When I use this using system, whatever the classes and under that classes, whatever the methods we have, all those things can be accessed into the particular file. Okay, I hope this is clear. So to move on further, if this is clear, just allow me to move on further concepts. So then now moving on to the next topic. So this is one simple C# program, what you are seeing here. So this particular C# program, right? It's a plain C# project. So now let's say I want to give the Selenium knowledge to this project because I want to work on Selenium automations using C#, right? So this is one plain program now. What if I want to give Selenium knowledge to this project? How can I give that? So for that, we can have NuGet packages. Okay, NuGet. So for example, in other programming backgrounds like Java, right? We call them as jar files. In C#, we call them as packages. So how to add such packages in the .NET platform? So for that, we can go to Google and type here www www.nuget.org. See, what is this basically? So here, if you see the description, this NuGet packages description, I just go ahead and type NuGet. I'm going to the exact URL. I'm just going to type this NuGet. See here, www.nuget.org. NuGet is a package manager for .NET that allows you to produce and consume the packages. So just hold with me for some time. You will get a good idea on this one. So currently I'm working with the plain C# program. I'm trying to give Selenium knowledge to this project. For that, I want to add the package. That package is in library, and that library name is NuGet Gallery. Okay, I repeat, this is one plain C# program. I want to add some Selenium knowledge to this project. So if I want to work on Selenium, I want to add Selenium knowledge to this project. For that, I have to import Selenium package, and that package is available for me under this NuGet gallery. If I go here, whatever I want, I can just go ahead and search. This is a library. Let me just search with the Selenium. See here, Selenium WebDriver. It is showing me for it's already installed. If you see here, there are many more which is not having a tick mark here. For example, if you notice the difference, here there is no tick mark, but here I have a tick mark, which means currently my Visual Studio is already having this Selenium WebDriver. For example, you have installed newly and you don't have Selenium WebDriver added, just click on this one. Okay, and here you will have this command line. This you need to execute here in the terminal. So instead of doing all this circus, we have a shortcut. How to get that shortcut? Just right click. Okay, and here you are seeing manage NuGet packages for the solution. So whatever the library you are seeing here, instead of taking this command, executing in our solution, simply what we can do is we can right click on this and select manage NuGet packages. So once you click on that particular option, you will be directed onto this particular window. This is your manage packages for solution. Whichever you want, you can just go ahead and browse it. So click on the browse, whatever you want. I typed there Selenium, right? So let me just go ahead and type Selenium here and click on enter. See, it is showing it is already installed. Here, Selenium support. It is already installed. So if it is not installed, for example, this is not installed. If I'm clicking on that, it is showing me whatever the latest versions available, and it is showing me it is not installed. So you select the project here, right click on this and select the project. Currently, my solution is having only one project. If your solution is having multiple projects, it will show all the projects here. So which and all the project you want to select, you can select it. And here you can click on install. Once you click on install, this will also appear in this way, where you have successfully installed Selenium WebDriver and Selenium.support. So once you install successfully, so for example, see here, I can go to installed one. So it is showing nothing is installed as of now. For example, if I'm going to browse here and click on Selenium, okay, so it is showing not installed. So I want to install this. So I have selected the stable version, latest version, whichever is available. And this current status is not installed. So let me click on install here. So this will take couple of minutes. So let's wait for that. See, the installation is already in progress. See, the green color indicates that it has installed successfully. Now you can see here, initially it was showing me install. Since I have installed successfully, it is showing me now uninstalled. Okay, so this is one way to make sure this particular package is installed in my project. Another way of making sure whether this particular package has installed or not, how to make sure that if I right click on this one, here I can have a option called as edit project file. Okay, see here again, let me just go ahead and show you. Right click on the project and here you will see edit project file. This is the one. If you click on that, this particular file will open. So this is a project file where whatever the things installed in your project, those things will be shown up here. For example, it is giving me the metadata information. What and all the metadata information? So currently I'm using the .NET version .NET 8.0. It is enabled and I have added Selenium WebDriver, and it is also telling the what is the version of the Selenium WebDriver I have added to the project. So this way you can just go ahead and make sure the plugin is added to your project. Okay, till now, guys, you have any doubts? Is the concept clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
So now once you have added the plugin successfully, okay, you have to go and build the solution or build the project. So I always prefer building the solution. Okay, sometimes you can just first go ahead and clean the solution. So whatever the unnecessary data comes and sat into your files, that can be cleaned. And after cleaning the solution, you can just go ahead and build the solution. Once you build the solution, it is showing me here build succeeded, which means one succeeded and zero failed. Okay, so if you have little bit experience on Java, it is like in Java, you have something called Maven repository where you upload all your jar files, correct? For JavaScript, it is NPM repository where you will have all the files, packages, managers, whatever you require. So for the C Sharp, for the .NET framework, for the .NET related managed packages, everything is deployed in this NuGet gallery. Everything will be deployed under this NuGet gallery. So you can go either here and search for the package you want. Otherwise, you can simply go ahead, click on the solution and use the manage NuGet. And then you can import whatever the files you want in your solution. Okay. So yeah, this is basically how to view the project file and view the plugins added. Now, I would like to explain you this or one-time knowledge, one-time setup that you do, okay, in regular we don't deal with such files. Okay, so this is all like one-time setup. Better to have a idea on that. Now, I would like to continue with explaining the other two folders. Okay, so basically, when you run the project, okay, so you will have two folders. Okay, so that is obj and bin. So when you run, for example, I ran this one, correct, and you saw the output as hello world, correct. So when you run the project, two files will get generated. One is executable and DLL files. What are those file names? So let me just go ahead and show you. I have right clicked and here I'm opening the folder in File Explorer. See, these are the two files I'm talking about. One is bin and another one is obj. Okay, so once the files are compiled, the compiled files are stored in the obj folder. Okay, so every file you have in your framework, all the compiled files you see, that is stored in the obj folder. And what does bin hold? Bin holds the executable file. So, okay, let's say I have 6 compiled files like program.cs. This is one file with what we are seeing, right? So this is one program file, that is .cs. So this file compile version is stored under obj folder. If I am having program 1.cs, program 2.cs, program 3.cs, likewise, if I am having 6 files and all 6 compiled version of files will be stored in obj folder. And every project will have only one executable file, not multiple. Multiple projects, multiple compiled files will be there in obj. But for executable file, one project will have or should have one executable file, and that executable file will be stored in the bin. Okay, that executable file will have an extension .dll. If I go inside this one, see this DLL folders, what you are seeing, these are the executable files. Okay, these all are like good to have knowledge, but on a day-to-day basis, we don't touch these files. Okay, just to have a good knowledge grip how the folder structure is arranged. So for that purpose, I'm trying to explain you these things. Okay, so that's what about these two directories, that is bin and obj. Okay.
Sorry for interrupting. So, is there any use of DLL files, or if they are just created once? The
They will be created only once. So, and how much ever the class files you keep on adding, those compiled versions will be saved in obj. It won't get created again and again. Whenever you give a new build, that time it gets automatically updated.
okay. So, is there any possibility like we can take DLL files from anyone and we can means we can put it in our project? That won't be possible, or is it possible? Means if we are
No,
getting the DLL files.
no, no, that won't get possible. Getting the DLL files, always it will get generated once you build the solution. Here, when you build the solution, right, that time it will create automatically.
Okay. Once they are created, we will not be able to, we won't be doing anything with the DLL files, correct?
No,
It's just
we
like
won't be
creating.
touching. Yes, yeah, it's just a one-time setup that framework handles its versions. It is like a middle-level language. We don't even touch those files.
Okay.
Yeah, your packages, your projects, your frameworks will be using those files in the background. That this thing, I'm just trying to explain the project structure. Okay, but all those things you won't be working in your regular day-to-day basis. Okay, just to understand the folder structure, I'm explaining. That's all. So overall, this is a structure. Okay, and we don't deal with on a regular basis for this one. Okay. So let me conclude the class here. I don't want to burden with many topics in a single day. So as I have already told, the class will be held for 45 minutes only, and last 15 minutes will always be open up for the questions, for the doubts. Uh, Tomorrow, I'm planning to start with the data types in C#. Okay, so it's little bit of enhancements. We will start with the same program by adding some more data types and all. So I would request you to just go ahead and try this. If you are very basic in C#, just to go ahead and try this particular program after installing Visual Studio successfully on your systems. So guys, you are able to follow up, right? You have any doubts here?
Nothing from my end as of now. Maybe once again I'll go through this and then
Sure,
if I have
sure.
any doubt.
Always welcome.
Uh, will this recording be available? How will this be available and where we can access this recording?
After the session is ended, the recorded link will be shared to you in the WhatsApp group. And that link you can just click ahead and watch the complete video.
Okay, okay, sure.
Okay. So I hope, Madhu, you don't have any doubts.
One question actually. If we compile our project like a Selenium or Specflow project, and is it possible to share it as an executable for someone to run this whatever we have in our project on some other machine?
No, no. Because see, when we have selected the versions, for example, if you remember, when we have selected the PPT, let me just go ahead and show you this C# VS installation PPT. Every time the versions will be different. For example, here my .NET version is 4.3.30.0 and the stable version I'm using, the target framework is net 8. We have to make sure when they are installing the Visual Studio, they should also select, for example, I have selected here these two versions, .NET development, Windows development, and the versions here, whatever I have selected here, the checkboxes here, all those things should match together. And if everything is matching, and if their version compatibility, everything matches, I think they will be able to take up and run. But most of the cases, it is not suggestible.
If not from Visual Studio, is it possible to run something as an executable like we do with some jars?
It is possible, not an issue.
Okay,
You can just go ahead and take your friend's program and copy it in your pen drive, paste it in your Visual Studio and run, build it, compile it, run it. It won't be a problem.
okay.
Anything else? Okay. Thank you, Madhu and Arpita, for joining the class. Tomorrow, we will start with the data types in C# and we'll continue further. Thank you for joining. Have a nice time ahead. Bye bye.
Thank you.